Let's Play Live as part of Camp Breakout EDU. So excited to be able to join you today from both Zoom and live stream to YouTube. And so we're trying new things and having fun with them. So anyway, if this is your first day at camp, if this is the first time you're joining us this week, drop me a 1 in the chat and let us know that you're joining us for the first time. I would love to know that. Otherwise, wow, I'm seeing 58 of you here. That's so exciting. And we will be happy to entertain you, if you will, edutain you, if you will, for the next couple of hours here at Camp Breakout EDU. Today's schedule includes 2 sessions. One now that we're about to start the Let's Play live sessions where we're going to play some live games. And then the second session at 4 p.m. Eastern is an open chat with our game design team. So Campfire Hours is there for you to go and talk with them about anything around game design that you have questions about. So let's get started with Let's Play Live. Some of you know this is my absolute favorite thing to do in the whole wide world. I absolutely love Let's Play Live. It's an opportunity for us to all jump in and play games. And isn't that just the best part of your day? So welcome to Camp Breakout EDU. My name is Patty Duncan. I am the Director of Advocacy and Engagement for Breakout EDU, and I'm so happy to be here with you today to have an opportunity to model some gameplay and also get you involved in playing some games with us today. So thank you very much for joining us. We're going to be using the chat for questions. Now, we have this set up as a meeting, so you do have the capability of coming off mute because I'm going to be asking you questions. But if you want a question answered, like where do I find that game or how do I sign up or any of those things, your best bet is to type that in the chat. We have folks in the chat moderating those questions and answering those questions. That being said, again, I'll repeat, Let's Play Live is all about playing the game. So feel free to come on camera, open up your microphone, answer my questions, make comments, all those things about the game. If it's anything else, do me a favor and type it in the chat. Really appreciate that. Thanks. All right, so just by being here, right now we currently have 66 people who will be entered into our contest, our Clear the List back to school contest to win a $50 Amazon gift card. Pretty exciting. We want to support all of our educators in clearing their lists and going back to school with the supplies they need. And because we had 2 sessions yesterday, that means we have 2 winners. So drum roll, please. All right, our winners from yesterday, Heather Teasley and Tracy Robertson. If you guys are here in the room, give us a yell, a woohoo in the chat and let us know that you're excited that you won. Okay, awesome. So either of you, if you're here, let us know. And if you're not, we will definitely be notifying you via email and sending you those cards. So thank you, Heather. Thank you, Tracy, for joining us yesterday. Everyone here is now in the drawing for tomorrow's winning. So congratulations to those 2 folks and good luck to the others. All right, so we're going to play some games. I'm going to go out live to the interwebs and bring up the student portal so that we can play a couple of games. So the whole point to Let's Play Live is so that I can not only play games with some of my favorite peeps, because that's really something I like to do, and I get paid to do it. But also so that I can model for you some of the ways that tools that you can use when you're introducing these games to your students, when you're implementing these games with your students. So we're going to start with a couple of Lock of the Days. So I've picked a couple of Lock of the Days. If you've not seen Lock of the Days are a daily critical thinking exercise that your students have an opportunity to play each and every day as part of the student portal. It's not anything you have to assign, but I did assign the ones I wanted to play to this student because I specifically wanted these 3 Lock of the Days, not today's, 3 different ones. So I found them in the Lock of the Day teacher library, and then I changed the title. So they say Camp 2024, Let's Play Live Game 1, 2, and 3. So that's that's a strategy, right? When you find a lock of the day that you want to use for a bell ringer or an exit ticket, you can change the title and then you can assign it to your students. So they have both today's lock of the day and this single puzzle that you want them to do as part of your lesson. All right, we're going to start with game one. So here we go. I'm going to hit play a game, and we will see what it has to say. So I could read this with immersive reader. I'm not going to, but I could. I have that capability. And if you've never used immersive reader, you know, it will read it out loud. It will read it in English. It will read it in whatever language the student sets to. It will break it down into parts of speech and things like that. But I'm going to read it out loud. The spaceship stalled, and I need to input the restart code to get us on our way. I just need to connect a few dots, and then I should see the code. So the way we're going to do this is we're going to use the chat and come on off mute. And I'm going to ask some questions. So the very first question I am going to ask is, what problem are we trying to solve? What type of lock are we trying to find the solution for? Who wants to answer that question? What type of lock are we trying to find a solution for? I see lots of folks in the chat saying a number lock. Yeah, why a number lock? Why? Why you say that?
I can see the lock.
So you can see the little lock icon and it has numbers on it, right? Someone else in the chat says there are numbers along the bottom, right? So I asked you why, and you kind of paused because you're like, duh, it's right in front of me. But the idea here is, regardless of how simple the answer is, we always want to make the students answer the question why, and that is citing their evidence, right? What's in front of me says it's a number lock. My solution choices are numbers. Those are the only solutions I have on the bottom. Those are things that we want the students to verbalize, even though they seem simple and seem obvious. And the reason for that is there are times when citing our evidence and giving our evidence is obvious, and there are other times when it's not so obvious. If we practice when it's obvious, then when it's not so obvious, our brains have learned how to go and look for that information, right? So that's the idea. So we know we're looking for a number lock. How many digits are in our number? 4, 4, 4, 4. I see lots of 4s. Somebody want to tell me why? Why are you saying 4? 4 circles. All right. So these 4 circles represent the 4 digits in our lock, right? And that, again, might not be something that's super obvious, especially if it's the first time you're playing, right? With students, and they have to figure that out, right? So we're looking for 4 numbers. Okay. I'm not seeing any numbers. I am only seeing number choices. So what information do I have in front of me? I don't see any words or texts or sentences. I'm just seeing a picture. So Lois says, connect the dots between the letters in the first 6-letter clue. And someone else says, I think each string of letters will tell us a number in our lock. We might have to follow a path and form it out. Okay, so when you say first clue, Lois, are you saying this one up here? ABJIOR? Is that what you mean? Okay, awesome. So where am I going to find an A? Somebody tell me where to find the A. I know it's obvious. Top left of this area. Yeah? Everybody see that? So again, pause for a second. I'm asking these questions not because it's not obvious to me and not because I don't think it's obvious to most people, but it might not be obvious to one of the students, right? And so we don't want anyone to get lost. We want everyone to be following along in what we're doing. So we're starting here with A, and then we go to B, and then we go to J, and then we go to I, and then we go to O, and then we go to R. So ABJIOR. What number did we just trace? That makes a 2. Yeah, I agree. Let's put in a 2. All right. So now do we do the second one? Does everybody agree? We should do the second one? All right, we're going to start at C and go C, K, S, T, L, O, C. Oh, no, that's a D. DC. C, blah, 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 blah. A 0. All right, I agree. And then we've got nope, EMNFNV. 4. Okay. And then the next one is starts at O. OGHPOWXP. Right. And some
Eight.
of you, sorry, was somebody going to say something? Oh, 8, you said. Yeah, some of you may have gotten that. I saw the answer in the chat a couple minutes ago, right? And so one of the things that we want to make sure we encourage students to do, if you know the answer and everyone else is still working it out, hold on to it. We know you're smart. We know you have the answer. We've got that, but we're going to hold on to it. We're not going to yell out the full answer until everyone's had a chance to work it out, at least the first couple times, so that no one feels left behind and or that they can't process fast enough, right? For the first, should the O be a Q for the first line of letters? Let's say A, B, J. Oh, very good catch. Very good catch. I think you're right. That should be a Q. We'll get that fixed. Thanks. All right. Teresa, thank you so very much for that. All right, should we put this in? Should we put this in as our answer? I want to see drum rolls. All right, here we go. La 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 la. So that was an example of a lock of the day in which the answer is pretty much right in front of us, right? And oh, look at that. We completed a challenge. Do you know what that means when you complete a challenge as a student? Have you ever seen this before? So the students have challenges and rewards. And when they complete a challenge, right? I'm not sure what challenge I have completed, but we can go and look. When they complete a challenge, they get a prize. So we're going to take that key and we're going to drag that over to the box. Gloria, I'm going to answer your question in just a second. And we're going to see what our prize is. Look at that. We got some cool narrow shades to put on our avatar. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. That was probably a lock of the day challenge, and or it was like we could go here and see what challenge we just completed. We just completed 5 assignments. So because that was assigned, we completed the challenge and we've got all of this confetti falling. So Gloria, you asked a question. What grade level was that for? The lock of the days are not grade leveled. I know, right? So the idea here is that we want the teachers to take a look at those lock of the days and decide how to scaffold them for their students. We are not in a position to say what a 4th grader can and cannot do. Right? So we want you to decide how you use your lock of the days with your students. Most of them will fall in that sweet-ish spot between 2nd and 6th grade, right? But for some students, even what we just did might be challenging, and for others, super easy, right? And so we want you to come in and look at the lock of the days and pick the ones that are best appropriate. That's why you have access as the teacher. You have access to all of the lock of the days, not just today's lock of the day, right? You can go in and find any of the lock of the days, find that lock of the day, and go ahead and assign that directly to your students or edit it, change the title, whatever. So we want to give you that flexibility. Does that answer that question, Gloria, for you? All right, awesome. Lois, that's a great question. Just you can email info at, if somebody could put the info at email in the chat for me, that would be great. And let us know when you find an error of that nature with the O versus Q. All right, let's go now to game 2. So let's play another lock of the day. Did you enjoy the lock of the day? Give me a 2 in the chat if you enjoyed the lock of the day. All right, so now we're going to play one that's a little bit different. All right. Luckily, we can keep playing even when the internet seems to be in and out. Thank goodness the internet isn't in and out for us right now, right? All right, let's go in and play this lock of the day. Gonna ask those questions. What kind of lock are we trying to open? What our problem are we trying to solve? A shape lock, and how do you know? 5 shapes. Somebody said there are 5 shapes as far as the answer choices are concerned. How many digits in our lock? 6 in the answer, right? So there are 5 choices And oh, look at that. Someone was annotating on my screen. Thanks. That's awesome. 5 choices: circle, square, triangle, star, and rhombus or diamond. But there are 6 answers. So what does that mean as far as how often you can use the same shape? Can you use it more than once? Yeah, we kind of have to, right? Okay. It can be more than one that repeats, and we don't have to use all 5. Now, that might be something we want the students to discover on their own, right? All right. So we've got some information here. Which information should we look at first? What do you think? The directions. So, Courtney, you're saying directions. I'm going to guess you mean this text clue. Is that right? The text clue down here? All right. So it says, even though there is no signal, I love that the test pattern really captures my attention. All right. That's important information. And then up here, we have visual information. We have, I'm going to make it big so we can see what, give me some ideas. You've got colors. All right. Okay, what else do we see besides colors? What are the colors that we see? Anybody want to, and again, you can type or you can come off mute. Patterns of the colors in the no signal. Okay, so we've got yellow, blue, green. Alyssa says the colored hearts. All right. The colored hearts in the bottom right of the computer screen. What about those, Alyssa? What about the colored hearts in the bottom right of the screen? Yeah, they match the spaceships too. Okay, so we've got spaceships. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 spaceships. We've got 6 hearts. We've got 6 stripes. What was the other 6 that was important? How many answers in our solution? Yeah, and there's 6 in the code, right? So lots of 6s. Which 6s should we pay attention to? So even though the spaceships are the same colors, so are the hearts. Which one do you think has more importance? Are any of those important to our answer? And what does it tell us about our answer? The spaceships have shapes on them? Let's check that out. Yeah, they do. I see. Hold on. Let's get in there real closely. I see circles, more circles. That spaceship isn't the right color, I don't think. What else do we have? Got to go lower. Up. Oh, rectangles, longer rectangles. So are rectangles of that nature, are they one of our options? No. So is this information to be gotten from this image? It is information. Is it important to our solution? No. All right. So again, the idea here is a lot of times you'll have lots of information, and sometimes you'll have information that does not matter when it comes to our solution. So I saw somebody else say something about the aliens. What about the aliens do we want to pay attention to? Their body shape. Oh, okay. So what would this one be? Star, then square, then circle, then another square, then triangle, then star. Everybody see that? Okay, awesome. All right, so then what do I put in my answer? What do we want to try? Number 1, the single first color is yellow. Yellow heart is the 5th line. So Becky and others are saying triangle first. Tell me why triangle first. Give me your reasoning.
The 5th heart is a yellow heart, but in the no signal, yellow is the first color.
Okay.
The 5th alien is a triangle.
So by that reasoning, what you're saying is that we're going in order left to right of these colors here? and then lining up with where they are here, 1 to 6. Yeah.
Yes.
All right. So then by that logic, the next color is this blue. Which heart over here is the blue? The second one. So what shape does that mean?
Square.
Square. Okay. All right. Then green would be star. Everybody agree? Everybody with me? Then what's next? This purplish color, which is the last one, which is star again. Okay. And then what's next? Red, which is right in the middle. So the third. So that's circle. And then blue, which is fourth, which is a square. Everybody agree? Oops, sorry. Should we try it? Drum roll, please. Da, 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 da. Oh, no. Let's go back and look at our information again. It's okay to be wrong. It just means we have to look again and try something different. So what we did that time was we went in the order of the signals. Is there a different order we could go in? Try the order of the spaceships or the hearts. I'm seeing spaceships and hearts. So what order are the spaceships in? If we go, oh, they're in the same order. If you go from left to right, they're in the same order, right? So that's green, blue, red, dark blue, yellow, purple. Everybody see that? Huh. I wonder if that matters that both the spaceships and the hearts are going in the same order. Should we try that? There are 7 spaceships, Courtney. Oh, no. How do we know which spaceship not to use?
Don't use the tan one
Why?
because there's no tan heart.
Because there's no tan heart, and there's also no tan. Where else?
Signal.
In the signal. All right, that sounds like a logical reason. So we're gonna try green. What is first is green, right? And green is the first part. So we're gonna do star first. Everybody agree? Right? And then what's next is light blue. And so but this is now just putting it in the same order that they're on the screen. No? Circle.
Maybe we did it backwards.
Maybe we did it.
The no signal is the color that matches.
Right.
So the third no signal is green. If we do the order of the hearts and the spaceships and do green first, the third shape would be green because it matches the no signal.
So you're connecting both sets of information. What she's saying, correct me if I'm wrong, and I'll let you say it again if you want. Point me to the green spaceship here. That's the first color here. But where does it line up in the signal?
The third.
Third. So which shape should I be putting in? The third shape. Everybody see what she's saying? Should we try that? Let's try that. So that's a circle. Then what would be next? Blue, which in the signal is second. Yeah. Which would be a square. Right? Then red in the signal is fifth and a triangle. Okay. And then dark blue. What shape do I need? Star. Okay. Everybody seeing the pattern we're doing now? And then after dark blue is yellow. So that's another star. And then after yellow is this purple magenta color. And that's square. How are we feeling about that? Yeah? Drum roll. Woohoo! Smarty pantses. I'm so proud of you. Good job. Good job. All right. So you can see that some of the lock of the days are not so straightforward where the answer is right in front of you and you got to piece some things together, right? There were multiple logical ways to answer that problem. And think about what that means for developing critical thinking skills. Think about what that means for helping students understand there are multiple ways to solve even bigger problems, right? And for collaborating and communicating with each other, working together, not always having to be the right person with the right answer, and so on. Really good, right? How'd you like that one? Give me a 3 in the chat if you enjoyed that game. We're going to play one more. I got to watch my time. We're going to play one more lock of the day just to continue the idea, the concept of what we've been doing. So this game, one of my favorites, grab your skis. It's time to hit the slopes. That's the only information we have here. We're going to start. Okay. And what kind of lock are we looking for? Color. And how do we know? Because there are colors on the lock and because there are color choices below. You get to the point where you can stop asking that question and you can just say, tell me what kind of lock. And then you'll get to a point where the students will go, it's a color lock. We have colors on the bottom. And then you'll get to a point where they just do that automatically in their heads, right? But just like any other skill, you have to kind of train it into them, right? Okay, how many colors? 9 colors. How do we know? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. What other information do we have? Gloria says 13 pairs of skis. I agree, Gloria. 13 pairs of colorful skis. So we could do red, purple, black, orange, yellow, blue, green, gray, white, brown. Oh,
Red,
we
purple,
ran out of
yellow.
options.
1,
So that's
2,
not going to work.
3,
right?
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
What are you saying, Naomi? Say that again. Somebody else said it too, right above you. Alyssa, 9 letters in Let It Snow. Okay. What's that do for us? They have no colors. 9 letters and 9 colors. So that Let It Snow means something. What do you think it means? The ski below the letter. Okay. So this one would be red. This one would
9
be
sets of skis with standing poles.
9 sets of skis with standing poles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, we could try that. That's a valid option for trying. So what would you do? Red and then purple and then yellow and then blue and then gray and then white and then brown and then red and then is this white or blue? What do you think? White, I guess. We could try that. Drum roll. Not right. Lois, what do you mean? 13 pairs means 26 skis, parentheses, letters. Elaborate, please.
Well, if there are 26 skis and we start at the left and go A, B, C, D, where will L find us? A.
Brilliant. Should we try that? Does everybody see what she's saying? So A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, L. L is blue. What's E? A, B, C, D, E. Black? Yeah, we're
Yeah.
good. T, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T. Brown?
Now, if you're good at going backward with your alphabet, we remember that we started with the letter L, which was the second blue ski.
Right.
So
So
K.
then I'm not good at calling backward in my alphabet. You
AJI.
call for me. What's it? JKI. Yellow. Okay. So we're here and it's I. So now, but we already did T. What was T? T
Brown.
was brown. All right. And then if T is brown, what's S?
Cheese, cheese.
Yeah. If T is brown, then S is also brown, right? I think because it was the second brown. I think.
Yes.
Yes. All right. And then N. If this is L, then this is M and then N. Okay. And then O would be gray, right? And then W, STUVW, white. Does everybody see what we did there? Yeah? Everybody agree? Drum roll. Woo! So smart. So you see how this one actually required a little bit of prior knowledge. The students needed to know and make that connection between 13 pairs equals 26 and 26 letters in the alphabet. Right? So yeah, Naomi, I can't tell you. I'll tell you why this is one of my favorites. When that one originally aired, for lack of a better way of putting it, I got so many people on Facebook asking me for the solution. Like they couldn't, they were like, I don't know where to start. Yeah. Our game team folks are brilliant. I very much agree with you. Okay, let's now move on to Breakout Plus. How many people here have played Breakout Plus? Give me a 5 in the chat if you've played Breakout Plus with or without your students, because it's fun. We're going to go into the Breakout Plus library, and right now everyone should have access to every student that you have should have access to both the play game and the view all games button until it's time to renew. And then you make that decision whether to give them access to the whole library or just that month's game. So we're going to go in here and we're going to play Time Travel Trouble. All right. And I'm pretty sure I hit sound when I started sharing. So you let me know if you can't hear it. Oh, I have to hit start game first. Can you hear it?
Something has gone horribly wrong. The storyline continuum has bumped into itself, and unless we set things right, the universe will go back in time 10 months, losing all the progress we have made. We need to travel back to key events to correct the wrongs before they occur. We only have 1 hour before the whole timeline collapses on itself. Get in. We are going to need your help.
It looks like they gave us
Dr. Merida
wallet.
Bailey
A
and our
wallet.
friend from outer space have left us in charge. We need to figure out how to land the ship in the fairy tale kingdom.
What should I do? I'm just driving here. You guys tell me what to do. Click here. That
You
doesn't
click
do
the
it.
orange button.
Why would I want to click the orange button, Chris?
The little note says digital display, orange button.
Okay. Let's see. Oh. Now it says input land code. What's the land code? Anybody know?
Land is bold.
Okay. What's that mean though? I don't have a land code. No one gave me a land.
Spell out the word land with the keypad.
Ah. Okay. So how do I know? Like L is what number?
5.
Because it says JKL here, right? Okay, 5. We got this concept, so I'm gonna do it. 5, 2, 6, 3. Of course, you would. Ooh, what's happening?
That was a great landing. Let's head to the castle to see what we can find.
All right, so we got to go to the castle. How do we go there? Oh.
Ah, this looks like Cinderella's squeaky clean kitchen. We must need to gather some items here that will help us redo or undo those events from the past. Let's look around and see what we can find.
Let's look around. Flowers.
We don't have time to stop and smell the roses. We gotta work together to save the whole timeline before it collapses on itself.
Okay. What else can we look around? There's a chair. Oh, what does that say? Pick up. Clock, cabinet. Okay, I'll get there.
Oh no! What could have happened in the past that changed the course of history?
The picture disappeared. Somebody said clock.
You just never know when we're going to need a machine that tells time.
What's
Whoa.
that?
Is that a business card? Let's grab that too.
All right. Somebody said lamp. Where's the lamp? I got the thing in my way. Okay. Lamp doesn't do anything. Cup.
No time to sit and sip a beverage. There's a timeline to save.
No time to sip a beverage. No time to smell the flowers. Fire. Let's go look. No, probably not. Somebody else says cabinet.
It's never a good idea to go snooping around in people's cupboards, but this is a matter of fixing the whole space-time continuum.
More stuff.
Whoa! Since we opened those doors, it's only polite to close them when we're finished with whatever was under there.
All right. Oh,
We need to activate the heads-up display in order to figure out where we're going next. Maybe Fairy Godmother can help us. Let's grab her card.
so when we grabbed the card in Cinderella's room, it went in our backpack. So now we have to go down here and grab the card. As you wish, Fairy Godmother 555 got magic. What do we need to do?
Type in the numbers.
Dial it. Okay. Calm down. 555 G. Oh, like we did before. G O T M A G C.
Sparkles bright. Magic's might. Flip the switch to make green light. Button purple. Seize the day. Activate the ship's display. The hands of time will soon unwind. The past and future intertwined. Now use the clock to set the date. For you alone can change our fate.
Jean is saying red switch. What do you mean, Jean? What do I need to do?
Put it over.
Flip the switch to make green light?
Yep.
It's green. Okay, but this came
Hey.
on red here.
You need the clock.
Make button purple, seize the day. We need the clock. Where do we need to put the clock, do you think?
Here
Here?
in this circle,
There's like 7 circles.
the big circle.
Oh, thank you. Ah! Now what?
We need to
Oh,
set the
Push the purple button.
purple button seems to turn the display on and off. And it looks like we could go to these different places, but I don't know how.
we need to
There was
set
one
the
that said
date.
success.
Do what? The green numbers under each picture.
Yeah.
Clock says
Hit go. Okay. No, that didn't work.
Nope.
Hold on. What does this say? Month and year. So what do I got to do?
Go to the picture with the castle.
Go to the picture with the castle.
Yes, and then put that date on the clock. Make the clock say 4:24.
But it says success. We've already been there.
okay.
Go to this one.
Where's the rest of the clue?
Change the time. To what? Like,
Change the time to 12.
oh, look, month.
Okay, now
12,
move the hour. Yep, move that one.
15, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23.
Click go.
Click go. Let me see what time it is.
I have a feeling we're gonna need some supplies.
Yes, you're right. Let's make a stop by my lab before we leave. I'm sure I have a stash of supplies that we can use.
All right, we can do this one quick puzzle and then we got to move.
Dr. Bailey keeps a nice stash of cleaning supplies here in her lab. Since we know several of the incidents from the past occurred because of messes, let's grab some of these just in case we need them. But let's stick to the natural stuff.
Stick to the natural stuff. What does that mean? How about this thing with the skull and crossbones on it? You think that's natural?
Oh, no.
With a floor cleaner?
Vinegar.
Vinegar?
Ah, vinegar. This amazing natural product can be used
I'm just going to stop that right now.
Lemon juice is incredible. Not only does it have amazing health benefits for your body, its low concentration of citric acid makes it great for cleaning too.
And then Timothy and others are saying charcoal, activated charcoal liquid. Oh. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So I don't see any other.
Limonene, maybe?
Limonene? Let's try.
Limonene. Sounds citrusy, doesn't it? That's because it comes from the oil of citrus peels like lemons, limes, and oranges. Unlike the juice of these fruits, limonene is actually considered to be a chemical. It's likely much stronger than anything we need.
All right. So what else do we see? Can we go in any of these drawers? There's nothing in there. What's this? Uh-oh. How are we going to find the combination? What's this?
Look, it's a notebook. It's too high to reach, though. The gate to the upper level of the lab is closed, but we need to...
What are you saying, Kristen? Pull out the drawers to make... Oh my goodness.
Look, these are actually stairs disguised as drawers. Now we can use them to reach that notebook. Do not try this at home. They are specially constructed stairs.
Choose any 4-digit number where the digits are not all the same. That is not 111-222. Rearrange the digits to get the greatest. Oh my gosh. Okay. So we got to do some math, I guess.
Ew.
Ew. I think it's easy to start with 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 4 digits where the numbers are not all the same, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? Jen says this one drove her students crazy. Yeah. So you go through several steps and eventually, this is actually a math puzzle that eventually comes up with the same number every single time you do it. And that number is 6174. Just so you know, because I did it this morning just to make sure. All right, so let's go and put 6174 in here. And it gives you an opportunity to talk about math logic and math magic and puzzles and things like that. Awesome. We gather a couple of more things and so on and so on.
Leaving those drawers open is not safe. Let's close them
and
first.
so on and so on. So you get the gist. This is a Breakout Plus. Hopefully you've enjoyed playing Breakout Plus. Give me a 4 in the chat if you thought that
got the cleaning supplies
engaging and your students would enjoy playing it. And whether or not you think that there will be a lot of cooperation and communication amongst your students while they're playing it, right? Indeed, 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 indeed. All right. I did want to play one more game, a Carousel game. I don't know that we're going to have time to actually play it, but let me talk to you about Carousel games. Carousel games take it to another level. So now we've got, imagine, if you will, lock of the day times 5. There are 5 puzzles here. They're all strung together, right? There's a number puzzle, a color puzzle, a direction puzzle, a shape puzzle, and a letter puzzle. All 5 types of puzzles. And when we go in to the game, OMG, unlike the lock of the day, we don't know which puzzle goes with which lock. So now we would have to kind of look at all of the data that we have in front of us and say, well, this data has shapes in it. I see a star, a star. Okay, no, they're all stars. That might not be the shape lock. But it does also have numbers in it. So maybe that's the number lock and so on. This one has things floating in the water. It's got a word seal. but it's also got colors. So maybe that's the color lock, right? And so on and so on. And they have to use logic to kind of figure out which clues to apply to which lock and which solution. I'm sorry we didn't get a chance to play that, but I think we were super into the lock of the day and the Breakout Plus games. And so I did get a chance to show you that, and hopefully you'll have a chance to play that with your students. So let me jump back over here to my slides. I'd love to take any questions that you might have. And meantime, here is your link for your certificate of attendance. And please join us. We do have another session right after this, which is the campfire hour with the games team. And you can talk to them about how brilliant they were in that ski clue, because I really do think that that clue was brilliant. I got to say, it's just me, but I think everybody thinks that that was, yeah. So Casey, if you could drop the certificate link in the chat, that would be great. But I can also type it, BRKEDU .com / capital CAMP 24 capital SESSION 13R. There you go. Right there. All right. So thank you so very much for coming today. Come and stay with us for campfire hours. Join us in the Facebook group. We would love to have you over there for conversations and talking about playing. We will be doing a Let's Play Live every month starting next month. So if you want to come, if you want to bring your kids, we purposely schedule it for 4 p.m. Eastern so that if some folks still have their students hanging around, they can come and play with us. That would be great. Just watch the webinar page for that. All right. And then make sure that you join us tomorrow for our last camp session, Elevate Instruction with Breakout EDU. Thank you for coming, everyone. Are there any questions before we sign off? Well, thank you so very much for coming. We appreciate it. How about a 5 in the chat if you loved playing live with Breakout EDU? Awesome. Thank you so very much. We appreciate you, and we look forward to seeing you later tomorrow and maybe even in August. Keeping in mind that in August we have some repeat sessions, but we have 2 game design sessions that will be unique to August. One is on creative game design using the Adobe Express Builder specifically, and then the other one is on student game design strategies. So if you haven't already registered for the August camp and you want to come to those sessions, Theodis, Casey will drop you my email. Please email me and we'll see if we can figure out what your issue is with the certificate, okay? All right. Thank you so very much for coming. Have a great day. And we look forward to seeing you again real soon. And there's my email as well, Theodis. So either way, one way, take a screen capture of it. We'll see you again in a couple minutes if you're coming to Campfire Hours. Other than that, maybe we'll see you tomorrow for Elevate Instruction. And if not in August, we'll see you again soon at another webinar. Thank you so very much for joining us for Let's Play Live today and for coming to camp. Have a great rest of your day. And thank you for what you do to unlock the love of learning every day with your students. Bye-bye now.